Hi everyone, I'm so happy you're here. I'm really excited about this video and we're gonna have a really nice conversation. Please feel free to ask questions or share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. We're gonna get into the topic of Blueprint for Females. On the Blueprint website by Bryan Johnson, he recently added a section specifically for Blueprint for Females, and it is broken down in the phases of the cycle for women. So we are going to get into that information and discuss it together. First, grab some tea, grab water or your beverage of choice. I need to drink my longevity mix for today, so I'm just gonna make that real quick. I usually do like 10 ounces of water, 8 to 10. Some people do a lot more. I think the recommendation is like 6 to 30, whatever you would like. I like mine pretty potent. I haven't tried it more diluted, so I mean that probably would be fine too. But I do like 10 ounces. So 1 even scoop of longevity mix in the pineapple yuzu flavor. Yes, I am an ambassador for Blueprint, and I've been a huge advocate for Blueprint ever since I found Bryan Johnson over a year ago. So this happened like after a year of trying Blueprint, trying all the products. Everything is my own opinion. I've shared with you guys my reaction to the other longevity mix. I'm responding a lot better now to this flavor. My body's interesting. I don't know what was happening exactly, but I'm fine. No bumps are appearing, so I will continue. I will continue to drink the longevity mix. Just make sure I get all those little particles, you know, kind of mixed in better. There we go. This is great. Okay, let me get a straw. 1 second. Okay. Refreshing. Yummy. So get your drink. This is going to be a nice long conversation. And if you are interested in the longevity mix or any of the other Blueprint products, I have a co-branded store link below in the description. And if you shop through that, it really helps the channel. It helps me produce content and share more with you. And if you're not here to shop or interested in doing that, totally fine. If you just give the video a like or comment, it's also super, super helpful. And it's free. So let's get into Blueprint for Females. So today's video is going to be geared more towards women, but anyone is welcome to watch, totally fine. You're going to learn a bit more about me, and we're going to talk about a lot of female subjects. So just know that. But you know, as females, we should talk about these subjects. We're complex creatures. We are. And we need to take care of ourselves. I have notes, because it's a lot of information. And I'll also link the page on the Blueprint website below too. So first, we're just gonna go over the 5 pillars of health that are for everyone, all of humanity. These are the 5 pillars of health that are foundational and that I have really been paying attention to and prioritizing in my own life. So number 1, do I need to give a hint? I feel like it's really obvious. Sleep. Sleep is number 1. It is your top priority. For me, it is a non-negotiable, and it is essentially the most powerful of all the power laws. It is the foundation of recovery and longevity. And I have been making sure to get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. It's super important. I wish it could be a little bit longer, but there's different factors contributing to my only 8.5. For instance, I've got a loud neighbor. I did have to call the property management and ask to remind the complex of the quiet hours. Because I said, hey, neighbor is watching TV till 1 a.m. I can hear it through the wall. And then turning it back on at 5 a.m. Off at 1, on at 5. I was like, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me. So there's been a reminder, at least I think the person is turning off the TV now when the quiet hour begins at 10. The quiet hour is supposed to go to 8 a.m., but I've been hearing the TV at 6 a.m. So it's improved, a little improvement, a slight improvement. So obviously there's things that contribute, but if you can make your sleeping space designed for sleep only, more power to you. Number 2, diet. I've been doing a kind of a hybrid of a blueprint and Mediterranean diet. That is my goal every day, is to consume these nutrient-rich foods, whole foods, organic foods, and I know that the food system is dirty, super dirty. I've been learning it through Bryan Johnson. Sounds like it's filthy, which is why I pretty much only trust Blueprint at this point, and I guess other companies that are forthright about what is truly in their products. We have a long ways to go, I think. Honestly, just like as a species. I was gonna say a society, but as a species, really. Anyways, so a diet that focuses on vegetables, fruits, nuts, legumes. I still incorporate lean proteins into my diet. I'm not vegan at the moment. That might change, but I still primarily consume turkey, chicken, and salmon. And then also extra virgin olive oil. I only cook with extra virgin olive oil. Oh, I do make some of my little treats for my daughter, which is like Blueprint dark cocoa, oats and chia seeds, nut butter, and some coconut oil. Although one time I made it with olive oil. So anyways, I've been more mindful, way more mindful. Number 3, the third pillar, exercise 6 hours per week. Movement is critical for both physical and mental health, and it's important to incorporate strength, cardio, balance, and flexibility into your routine. Number 4, family, friendship, and community. Meaningful relationships are just as important for health and longevity as diet and exercise. So actively foster relationships with family, friends, and your community. I'd like to add to this that I have found through experience that who you surround yourself with plays a huge role in your well-being. I believe it's important to be around people that help you become a better version of yourself. If I go back and observe some of my past experiences in life, I've had acquaintances that I knew if I spent more time around, that I would become a less healthy version of myself. And then I've also had acquaintances that I know if I'm around more often, I would become a healthier version of myself. And from these experiences, I'm now very aware of my choices and where I should spend my time and with who I should spend my time with. It is okay to be selective. I want to continuously become a better version of myself every single day. And I do want to foster healthy, happy, loving relationships with family, friends, and a community, and surround myself with people that help support me becoming a better version of myself every day. And I hope that I can do the same for them. Number 5, the 5th pillar, avoid the harmful stuff. Okay? Steer clear of fast food, junk food, smoking, vaping, alcohol, and social media. Basically everything that is addictive, avoid it. Honestly, if you do those 5 things, I feel like you are ahead of the game. You are on the right path. So it will make a huge difference in your life. Now let's go into the blueprint for females in each phase of our cycles. This is a lot of information. I'm even feeling a bit overwhelmed, like just trying to process it all. So I'm like, let's just take it week by week. And let's start with just the first phase. And that's all we're going to cover today, is the follicular phase of the cycle. And it just so happens that I think I'm kind of entering it. I'm actually going to get into more information about that because I am on a birth control pill and there's more to dive into with that. But today starts my pill that begins my menstrual cycle, or the first day of the follicular phase, I believe. So let's dive in. Let's dive into this. So the follicular phase is day 1 to ovulation, and it begins the first day of your period, lasting until ovulation. In this phase, estrogen levels rise steadily while progesterone remains low. And the increase in estrogen improves insulin sensitivity, which helps promote muscle recovery and better endurance. Here are the blueprint protocols for the follicular phase. I do just want to preface before I get into this, I really do believe it's important to listen to your body, because if you're in tune with yourself and you know, oh, I'm kind of overdoing it here, I feel super sore, I feel super tired, I just started my period and I have no energy, I need to rest, I would just suggest to listen to yourself. That is what I do. I listen to myself, but it is helpful to know that these are some guidelines and some different things going on in the body while you're going through these different phases of your cycle. So let's get into it. Training. Focus on high intensity workouts like strength training, HIIT, and cardio. Recovery is faster during this phase, so you can train more frequently and at a higher intensity. Nutrition. With improved insulin sensitivity, prioritize carbohydrates to fuel your workouts and energy needs. On the Blueprint website, it suggests to aim for 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram. And so I did the calculator online, I Googled it, and I'm around 110 pounds, which is equal to approximately, it's like 49.9, so 50 kilograms. Multiply that by 1.5, that puts me at 75 grams of protein per day during the follicular phase. Also, supplements stick to your blueprint stack. Being fully transparent here, I don't know. I was really trying to figure out my body when I first tried this stack a few months ago. Was having the bumps, I think primarily from the other longevity mix, and I'm currently not taking the pills. I will try them again. I'm just taking it easy on my body and just doing the longevity mix, cooking with the olive oil. I also ran out of my blueberry nut mix and my macadamia walnut butter because it's delicious. And I inhaled it in a appropriate time window. I inhaled it like over a month. I inhaled it. It was delicious. The blueprint stack also includes the nutty pudding. I have that as backup. I have my bag of nutty pudding. Sometimes I eat it, but I prefer to make my own. I like blending up the fruit. Not that you can't put fruit on top of the blueprint nutty pudding. You can. Easy. Whip that nutty pudding up with the macadamia nut milk, throw your berries and some nuts on top, you're good to go. You know, a scoop of the blueberry nut mix, it's like autopilot. But I like whipping up the classic nutty pudding. I really enjoy that recipe. So, continue with the blueprint stack and add 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily to support muscle function and bone health. And those are the guidelines for the follicular phase. I like it. It's super helpful. Now we're gonna segue into, if you're taking birth control, like I am, it can affect your hormone levels and influence how the body responds to different phases of the menstrual cycle. Since birth control typically suppresses ovulation and regulates hormones artificially, you may not experience the same natural hormonal fluctuations of the follicular phase. I'm gonna be super transparent. I'm on Lorena, which is the generic form of Yaz, and I'm on it for 3 reasons. 1, for irregular periods. I spot for weeks on end when I'm not on birth control. So, yep. So I've been on birth control most of my life. Otherwise, just constant spotting. 2, acne is supposed to help a little bit. However, I still experience acne every day. So I'm actually going to look into microdosing Accutane. I know that Bryan microdoses Accutane, and I think some other people on the Blueprint team. I watched a video recently, and it looks like Kate Tolo is also microdosing Accutane. So I'm going to go see if I can get a prescription for Accutane. I've done Accutane once, but like the full dosage, like 5 months of hardcore Accutane. And it was very aggressive, and it was also effective, but my acne came back in a more mild form, like 6 to 8 months after I ended it. So I'm gonna look into the microdosing. Lastly, my third reason is to prevent pregnancy. My first choice in preventing pregnancy is being abstinent, and my second choice is birth control. I do have one child, a beautiful, intelligent, and kind-hearted child. And I had her in my 20s. I'm just gonna be open, this is who I am. I did have her in a loveless relationship, and I'm no longer in that relationship, and I'm so grateful I have her. I would not choose to have more children in a loveless relationship, but I am open to having more children one day. I just know what I want now in a relationship. So let's go a little bit more into how you can still optimize your health and diet by focusing on your overall well-being. And here's a few ways. So understanding birth control's impact. Hormonal birth control can alter your natural hormone cycles by providing a consistent dose of synthetic hormones, estrogen and/or progestin. It can also affect nutrient absorption, especially vitamins like B6, B12, folate, magnesium, and zinc, which are important for our energy and metabolism. Birth control can also impact gut health and microbiome balance, so maintaining a healthy gut is crucial. I did some research, and I found that it is important to focus on consistency rather than the phases when on hormonal birth control. Since birth control keeps the hormone levels more stable, we may not need to as much adjust our diet and our exercise on the menstrual phases, but instead aim for a consistent, balanced approach to nutrition and fitness, with really paying attention to stable energy levels, supporting hormonal health, and reducing inflammation. Again, since hormonal birth control can deplete certain nutrients, it's important that we consume a diet rich in these nutrients, and they include magnesium found in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, B vitamins like B6 and B12 found in eggs, poultry, meat, fish, etc., folate, which is found in beans, leafy greens, and lentils, zinc found in nuts, seeds, and legumes, omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts, really helpful for reducing inflammation. Okay, gut health, let's talk about it. It's important to support our gut health with probiotics and incorporating fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, and yogurt, and also include fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains. Now on to exercising. It's important to exercise consistently. And I'm a believer in prioritizing exercises that you enjoy. And some suggestions that you could do are strength training, cardio, yoga. I do personally kind of a dance fitness / hit / toning routine. And I do that with the online videos through the Teddy B workout program. They're super fun, great music, and high energy, and I'm learning about my muscles while doing it. Teddy and the other instructors teach me about all sorts of different muscles in my body and how to move them and the purpose of certain movements. So I'm really fond of it, and I can do it in the convenience of this space right here. Just turn it on. Also recovery. Recovery is essential. During this time, recovery time, you're allowing your body to rest and build muscle. Also, super important to stay hydrated and to get good sleep. Staying hydrated supports digestion and energy levels, especially since birth control can sometimes cause fluid retention. And then prioritizing sleep. How do you do this? By sticking to a regular routine, going to bed at the same time every night, limiting screen time before bed. I know Bryan recommends like 30 minutes to an hour to wind down, no screen time, red lighting. I need to get some red bulbs. I don't have those at the moment. And creating the calm environment that you need to rest and wind down from the day. And if you are concerned about nutrient depletion, consider supplements such as magnesium, B-complex vitamins, zinc, and omega-3s. While birth control may alter our hormonal patterns, we can still greatly benefit from the same healthy eating and exercise principles. Remember to focus on nutrient-dense whole foods, consistent movement, and supporting gut health while listening to the unique needs of your body. So that is all I have to share for this video regarding the follicular phase, as well as hormonal birth control. In addition, I am going to announce that I am creating a website, amberdayton.com, and it is geared towards my personal journey in this space of health and wellness and vitality and longevity. And I'm really excited to share it with you. It's going to have things like a protocols page about me, products that I'm using to help me in all the ways, whether that's for my skin or my diet or eco-friendly products that I want to share with you all. So I'm launching that, and it will be linked below so you can check it out there. And I will constantly be updating it, adding to it, revising it as I become more knowledgeable in my own health and female health, and start implementing new protocols or more evolved protocols into my routine. So thank you so much for joining me in this conversation and listening. And if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, I want to hear them all. This is all a lot of information, and I don't think I've ever focused this much on being a woman and about my health and how my health and habits can shift during hormonal changes. This is all really important information. So again, thank you for watching. I look forward to talking more about this in the next video, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.